the other partner isn't feeling good either.
Yeah, I doubled a bit with Larry there, Grace, but anyways, he did sign, and I caught most of what you were saying, over.
Oh, gosh, sorry about that, John. Of course, I couldn't hear Larry in there. Oh, dear, I think I've only got a couple of minutes to go here, so maybe we'll see if somebody can hear Harold when he comes in. Is there anyone else for the ONTARS net that can hear me? VE3 Golf Sierra. Probably my only luck would be somebody in town, and Jean's down in Ottawa, and going to have a cataract operation down there, so Jean may not be home for another week or so.
Oh, boy. You have to go that far away to get it? I thought they would do them in Sudbury, or was that just choice?
Oh, yeah, they will, or in the Sioux. Actually, I think somebody in here, too. But anyway, he was going down for a memorial service for an uncle. Because he's good enough to drive right now, he took the bus and joined up with a sister and her husband in Ottawa and drove on to Quebec City. She was able to get him an appointment in Ottawa, maybe faster than he would get it here. I don't know, John.
Yeah, well, that's probably true, Grace, because that's what happened to my hernia. I had to go down to Toronto to have that. Still dealing with the government, trying to get a refund on that, so they say they're going to pay me back, but, you know, that's an awful blow.
Yeah, well, you know, I guess the Sudbury Hospital, because they serve a wide area, like up north and our way and so on. But, yeah, I think you have to wait a while for Sudbury for sure.
Yeah, the problem I had with Sudbury is the whole top floor was full of COVID patients, so they had to cut back on their surgery time. They had no room in the hospital, and they told me it'd be a year or maybe, you know, they weren't just sure when they could even do the operation, Grace. It was over a year anyway, so that's why I ended up going south. But maybe Jean was in the same boat too.
You can still hear me, John. Your signal went down a bit there too. But yeah, well, you got in. It seems when you were saying May, it sounded a long way off, but now you've been there and doing well, so that's great. I'm going to say thanks to you and Bill especially there that helped me through the hour, and hope Harold's hour won't be too rough. VE3 Charlie Delta, are you able to hear me, Harold? VE3 Golf Sierra?
Oh yeah, Roger, Grace. Yeah, you've got a good signal. I have no problem hearing you at all.
Okay, and you need controllers at 10 and 11.
Sorry, I missed that again. 10 and when?
10 and 11.
Okay, Roger. I guess is the rest of the day filled up with Mother's Day, or what's going on after 11?
No, we only go to 12 now, from 7 to 12.
Okay, I got that clear now. Okay, well, I'll take over. Thanks for everything this morning. No, your signal is pretty good, and all the best for Mother's Day, Grace.
Okay, thank you, Harold, and I hope you have a good hour. Have a good day.
Okay, Roger, thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is VE3 Charlie Delta, Harold in Waterloo, coming to you via VE3IHR at Tiverton remote station. We're in downtown Waterloo, and it's a nice day. It's going to be a little cooler today, but it was a nice, warm, sunny day yesterday. So like a day in July almost type of thing. And one thing, we have a silent key this morning, the VE3EFX Bill, who used to be the voice of Kincardine, but he was, as I understand it, in a facility up in Dryden near his daughter or something like something. I haven't talked to Bill for quite a while, but we were 30 years up in the Kincardine area, 30 summers, although the last while it was all summer long when I was retired. So I knew Bill very well. We go way back to the RSO days and RSO delegates and whatnot. And Bill lost his wife Tess, and I think her call was Was it HIR? My memory's going. We're the same age, as I said. We were the same age within a month. I've known Bill for years and years, so waiting for some details there. So again, this is ONTARS. Do we have any emergency or priority traffic at this point? Okay, nothing heard. We're standing by for check-ins with or without traffic to ONTARS this morning. This is VE3 Charlie Delta.
Whiskey 8, Lima up here.
Somebody said same up here or something. Go ahead. Well, I can't pull you through. We'll take one more standby. Try again.
This is Whiskey 8 Lima Sierra Harold.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Rob. Good morning. W8LS, W8LS, VE3CD for ONTARS.
We'll check in later. It's Larry in Michigan, W8LS.
Okay, Larry, you come up there. You really come up at the end there, so we copied that now. Give me a quick break.
Yep, we'll continue real good.
Okay, so thank you. Thanks for checking in there. Okay, VE3 Charlie Delta for ONTARS. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for the next hour. VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins.
Victor Echo 3 Bravo Echo Kilo, Bill in Sudbury, over.
Good morning, Bill. You got a nice signal there this morning. Go ahead.
Very good morning, Harold, and bright blue sunny sky here and 12 degrees. So I'm going to have another coffee and head outside and bask in the sun, Harold, over.
Yeah, okay, well, enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the Sunday, that's for sure. That's your signal. That was Q5 all the way. Have a great day. VE3 Charlie Delta.
7-3, Harold, VE3VK.
ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta. VE3 Charlie Delta for ONTARS.
Victor Echo 3, Tango Oscar Foxtrot.
Yeah, Roger, good morning. First C, VE3 TOF. Go ahead.
Good morning, Harold. Just a quick check-in. No traffic, and it's a great day up here in Concordia. It's showing 12 degrees right now. Over.
Yeah, okay, very good. Nice sunny day here in Waterloo. Yeah, did you? We were talking the other week or whatever about EFX, and did you hear that he's a silent key as of yesterday?
No, I just heard the QSO that you were having with the last operator. No, he helped me out a lot, along with everybody else up here when we moved up, and they gave me a lot of good tips. Over.
Roger, yeah, Roger. That was a long connection with Bill VE3FX, and we used to meet him in Dayton, and I know what all, and always came down to our meetings and whatnot at the RSO type of thing. So I lost track of him when he moved away. I moved away. I left there. We left up there in 2012. I think we sold our trailer. So, okay. Have a great day there, Percy. Thanks for checking in.
Roger, Harold. Thank you for being there. Victor Echo 3, Tango Oscar Foxtrot, back to net control.
Okay, thank you. This is VE3 Charlie Delta for ONTARS.
Good morning, VE3 Fox Charlie Uniform.
Good morning, VE3FCU, VE3 Charlie Delta.
Yeah, good morning. It's Bob here in Mount Hope, south of Hamilton, where we're having a beautiful day so far, and just thought I would check in and give you a bean for a thought there. Back to you.
Okay, thank you for coming on this morning, and have a great day for Mother's Day there, and all the best from VE3 Charlie Delta.
Take care of VE3FCU.
This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for the next hour. We need the controllers at 10 and 11 this morning. 10 and 11 if you can spare some time there. VE3 Charlie Delta. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, coming to you via the remote in Tiverton, Ontario, just north of Kincardine, VE3IHR, VE3 Charlie Delta, Harold in Waterloo. VE3 Charlie Delta for ONTARS, Harold in Waterloo, home of the Blackberry. If you watch the Blackberry movie, I haven't seen it yet, but I live just 2 or 3 blocks away from Blackberry in Waterloo. But at one point they were hiring 100 people a week, somebody said, so quite a story behind what happened to Blackberry, the rise and fall of Blackberry. VE3 Charlie Delta. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta. And from now on through the summer, we're on the air from 7 till 12 noon. Every day, 7 days a week from 7 till 12. VE3 Charlie Delta. VE3 Charlie Delta for ONTARS. Standing by for anybody to check in with or without traffic. VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta standing by. VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for this hour, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic.
VE3 Charlie Delta, VE3 Echo, Quebec, Papa.
Ending in Papa, go ahead, please. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Yeah, Roger. It's VE3 Echo, Quebec, Papa. VE3EQB. My name is Mike. The microphone, we're located in Mississauga, Ontario, VE3EQB.
Oh, okay, Mike, I missed the QTH. Give me your QTH again.
Roger. That's the Midland, north of there. Over.
Oh, Roger, yeah, okay. Just signal took a little bit of a dive there. Yep, right. Thank you for the check-in from Penetang. And all the best to you, Mike. VE3 Charlie Delta. Well, your signal's up and down, and you dropped into the mud there at the end, Mike, but thanks for checking in this morning from Penetang. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Victor Echo 3 India Sierra X-ray.
Good morning, Barry. VE3ISX, VE3CD.
Well, Harold, a very, very good morning. Good morning to all the mothers this morning. I know we're going over to my son and daughter-in-law's place today to celebrate that, birthdays and everything else. Harold, our Hamilton Club had a very, very good get-together. We had breakfast at the Warplane Heritage, a tour of the aircraft and a tour of the Hamilton radio room up there, the Warplane Heritage radio room. A lot of history, a lot of old equipment, a lot of Lancasters and whatever, still working. But a good day by the club. About 15 to 18 people showed up for breakfast. Over.
Okay, Roger. Very interesting. That's pretty good. Glad you could do that today. So your signal is a little down this morning. I don't know. There's something going on with the audio there. Not as clear as it used to be. But anyhow, I'm not sure what's going on this morning. Glad you could get out for breakfast there, Barry, and enjoy your day there. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Okay, Harold. Thank you. Yeah, you're strong coming out of the remote. Take care. 7-3. VE3IHR.
ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic. VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic. VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic this morning. VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins. VE3 Charlie Delta. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta. You're net control for this hour. VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta. Your net control this morning for ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control this morning for this hour. VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control this morning, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic.
Not many takers this morning, Harold, but I guess we'll just keep plugging along, and hopefully the conditions will hold in at least as good as they are now and not get any worse. V3 PCP.
Yeah, okay, yeah, right, yeah. A little slow this morning, but a lot of people are out probably with Mother's Day as well, so nice weather. So we'll hang in here, VE3 Charlie Delta.
Yeah, for sure. We did a net on 40 meters yesterday afternoon, and conditions were not good then either. I was able to hear stations, 500 to 800 kilometers away better than I could hear them in this part of Ontario. So I guess just the band conditions. But yeah, nice. It's nice that the warm weather's back.
Roger, yeah, you've got nice cleaner audio there. I don't know what was wrong with Barry. It was fuzzy. I don't know if you were listening or not, but not sure what's going on there, but your audio is perfect.
Yeah, you're just hearing my audio through the computer, so yeah, sometimes the conditions will affect people's audio over the air, and yeah, he was a little bit raspy this morning, so I did notice that.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, I found out what I wanted to know this morning there when somebody come in and mentioned about the VE3IHR, and he was for many years the voice of Kincardine.
Yeah, well, we're all getting older, and that's unfortunate. That's the unfortunate part about it, right?
That's right, and as if I remember right, Bill's birthday was right in about now, the end of May. He would be 91, and I'm going to do that in June. So we were very close. We knew Bill for years and years.
Yeah, for sure. Well, all we can do is keep living one day at a time, Harold, and hope that we see the sun come up.
Yeah, I can't. In fact, I was at his house several times, but I think his wife was HIR. I'll have to look that up again. But she was killed down there on Highway 21, just the second exit down there. Was there a lumber yard there or whatever? That goes back a few years.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I've been up here for, I guess, 22 years now. Moved up here in 2001, so, I guess I'm still new to the area. Hi.
Where did you come from, Bill?
Well, I grew up in Hensel. I'm sure you know where that is. And then lived in Seaforth area for quite a few years, and then moved around a bit. But I was down in Windsor for about 3 years before I moved back up here.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, life goes on. So, all the best there. Enjoy the weekend. This ONTARS. Anybody else around to check in this morning from VE3 Charlie Delta? This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, net control for this hour. We need net controllers for 10 and 11 this morning. Summer hours, so we're only going till 12 noon from now on through the summer. VE3 Charlie Delta. is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic. VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Oscar Sierra Charlie.
Come again, please.
Victor Echo 3 Oscar Sierra Charlie.
Okay, Roger, VE3OSC, VE3 Charlie Delta. Your name and QTH, please.
Yeah, VE3OSC, name is Ward, Whiskey Alpha, Romeo Delta, at the Ontario Science Center in Toronto, QSL.
Yeah, Roger, I'm a little dense this morning. I should have known that. You got a nice signal from the Science Center. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I just turned the radio on, decided to head to the shack. I'll be here for a few hours, do some demonstrating on amateur radio. But I thought I'd quickly check into the net this morning. Over.
Oh, okay, Roger. Very good. Thanks for checking. Hope you have a good day there at the Science Center. All the best, Ward. 7-3.
Yeah, good. Was it Victor Echo 3 Charlie Delta? Was that the call?
That's Roger. Victor Echo 3 Charlie Delta.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. I'll say 7-3 from the Science Center, VE3OSC.
7-3, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins. VE3 Charlie Delta. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins. VE3 Charlie Delta. VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins. VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic. VE3 Charlie Delta.
The fellow from the Science Center was coming in well this morning?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, good contact. Very good. I'm not sure what they have for an antenna down there. It's been many years since I was down there, but I've operated from down there as well over the years. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, to be honest. I don't know whether there's even any pictures that I could look at to find out. Yeah, we were just commenting on your good signal this morning and wondering what you're running for equipment and antennas down there. V3 PCP.
Yeah, good. So I'm using the G5RV right now. We also have the 80-meter dipole. T87 tri-element beam upstairs as well. It's stuck right now, but the next couple of weeks somebody is coming in good situation. And I'm running on the ICOM 756 Pro 3, 100 watts of power. And we also have the Yaesu 847 satellite radio here, as well as a Motorola XDR 4300 DMR. And we also have an FTM 3200D. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. There you go, Harold. That's what they're running down there. This is Rob, V3 PCP. I own the remote station that Harold's using today for net control QSL.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, I got a good copy on yourself this morning. Over.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, we're running a Kenwood TS850 here into a Dentron linear, running about 400 watts into a NVIS 80-meter dipole QSL.
Yeah, well, it's definitely working for you as well.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for the info. Back to net control. V3 PCP.
Yeah, well, what's NVIS? What's NVIS, Rob?
It's short form for Near Vertical Incident Skywave. So it means that it's low to the ground in wavelength. So the feed point's at about 25 feet, and the ends are about 8 feet off the ground.
Okay, I never heard the term before. Okay, very good. Learn something every day. You're sounding well. Obviously, you're sounding great here, but Ward was pretty good that time too. Good signal from the Science Center. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Yeah, so when you put a dipole low to the ground in wavelengths, then you get a lot of signal going straight up into the clouds. So that's why they call it near vertical incidence. So it for regional communications like we're doing here, you know, at maybe 400 or 500 kilometers, it works well because you got you know, so much of your signal going straight up and then reflecting back down to the earth, not too far a distance. So, which is different than what you want for DX on the higher bands.
Okay, sounds good. I've always been an advocate of a half-wave dipole whenever I could get one up, type of thing. I was on a small city lot, though, actually, 52 by 134 feet, my city lot, so I had the dipole stretched pretty near from front to back on that type of thing. But my wife came from Milverton area on a farm, and I had put a dipole up there. I got my brother-in-law to climb up to the peak of the barn and put the peak of a dipole up there, and we had a nice signal. We had a terrific ice storm, and the hams around Milverton picked up miles of copper wire from the telegraph lines or whatever there was. So we had lots of wire. That was back in the 60s. And I had a DX20 and a dipole antenna on the farm that was really outplayed my city lot dipole.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the dipole I'm using now actually was my dad's, and he had it up in Hensel on he had a 40-foot tower, so he had the apex up on the tower, and then set it up as an inverted V. And I've put a new balun, one-to-one balun on it a couple of years ago, but otherwise it's the antenna he ran for many years when he was over in Hensel.
Yeah, okay, I remember. Can't remember his call at the moment, but I know how he was involved with RSO too, and I went through the whole bit that RSO got elected in the Kitchener district and ended up being president of RSO at one point in the game. So when we were in our decline years, so A lot of memories there that I'm forgetting a lot of details now. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Yeah, his call sign was Victor Echo 3, crazy rotten weather, V3CRW. His name was Len.
Okay, it came back. V3CRW, Len and Hensel. Yep, for sure.
Yep, so we're using his rig and his antenna.
Amazing, good, amazing. So we spent we made 4 trips to Arizona, and we met a couple from the farm. Well, he had 700 acres. He didn't own it all, but he lived down there at Exeter, on the west side of Exeter. In fact, his property, one of his farms, abutted the town line in Exeter. And we, of course, I don't drive anymore now, but we keep in touch with that couple from Exeter yet. And he's, excuse me, he has some health problems too. But anyhow, we still maintain contact. We're very, very distantly related. We found out in Arizona that his grandmother and my father's grandmother are somehow connected. But anyhow, we came. I used to hook up satellite TVs in Arizona. I became known as the satellite guy, and that's how we met them and found out chatting that we were very distantly related. And he grew up in the Exeter area, that part of the world. VE3CD.
Okay, very good. Did you know some of the hams from over around, other hams from over around Hensel? There was Don VE3DAR and Ted Roberts V3 Little Red Dog. He was out in Chislehurst. We did field day out at his farm a few years back in the late 80s, early 90s.
No, I don't. Those don't ring a bell. We had my memory's going, Rob. I knew a chap in Milverton, and he actually his father owned the bakery, but he was trying to. Father wanted him to take the bakery over, but he didn't. He got his ham ticket and he got a job. Oh, I forget now. It's going. I forget what he did now, but he got his ham ticket when he lived in Milverton, and then he moved. He moved into that area, but no, I didn't know anybody else in that area. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. Yeah, we used to when I was younger, we used to go out on field day with the boys from Goderich. There was Norris McEwen, V3FBQ, and Bruce, V3EAR. He's still around. And I think Bob Patterson, I forget his call sign. He used to work out at the airport. I think he's long retired. And then Fred Bissett, I don't remember his call sign. He's long gone too. He used to live up on the top of the hill overlooking the harbor there, Salford Heights. But anyway, lots of memories. V3 PCP back to net.
Yeah, I've been in Bob or Bissett's AIU. Does that ring a bell? AIU. Bob Patterson. I know Bob Patterson. Some of and EAR. Yeah, I keep in touch. EAR, I exchange emails with him once in a while. I know him. Yeah. I forget where I was in RSO when. Oh my goodness, my memory's gone. A chap that was licensed for many years in Clinton, I think. I presented a certificate to him at the airport in Goderich. Went down to the Goderich airport there. It was in the summer, and we were up at Kincardine, up at north of Lucknow there. And it'll come to me, but he was a 70-year-old ham. I think I presented a 70 or 75 certificate to him. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm not sure who that would have been. Actually, the call sign VE3CRW used to belong to the group at the Air Force Base there in Clinton, and then when they closed up, Dad picked it up. His original call sign was Echo Henry Echo. That would have been a really tough call sign on CW.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. Some of the guys remark about how good my memory is, but it's going type of thing. And when we downsized, I threw out all my old records. Said, who wants these records type of thing and whatnot. But I guess you probably know the story that I'm sure to say my best friend is in the hospital with a heart attack. He was licensed a little year. AMZ. He was licensed a few years after I was, but he used to tell they put Freddie Bishop off the air one time. Every morning he'd get on 75 meters or something like that, and give a weather report or whatever to his sister who was listening on a shortwave radio, and they put him off the air for a while for that. That's way back in the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was his call sign, as I recall. But it's been a long time since I heard him on the air. That's for sure.
Yeah, okay. A lot of memories there that are fading away. So this is ONTARS. Anybody else out there wish to join in this morning? VE3 Charlie Delta for check-ins with or without traffic. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, looking for check-ins. VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by. VE3 Charlie Delta, net control for ONTARS. Standing by for check-ins, with or without traffic. VE3 Charlie Delta. Did you ever go to Dayton, Rob?
No, I have not. It's not something I've had on my radar.
Well, it's coming up next weekend, and I've gone over 30 times, I think. We used to have quite a conglomerate of the KW area go down, make a full weekend of it. We'd go out to a dinner theater on Thursday night, and then the Ham Fest. And when I first went, Dayton was just a Saturday deal. I forget about somewhere in the 70s. So got many memories of Dayton.
Yeah, I've heard it's a pretty big event now, and there's also a similar event goes on in Germany. It's the same weekend as Field Day, so. Some of the girls that operate through our remote station are going to be going there.
Yeah, okay. I haven't heard about that one really, but It was the end of April for years, and I couldn't get away during the winter. I used to make that either the start or the end of a 2-week holiday, go to south and then come back to Dayton, or go to Dayton and then go south for a couple of weeks. And I bought a ham 4 rotator at Dayton and hauled it all the way to Florida, threw it in the trunk and back and forth, and that goes way back. But it was a big deal in those days.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure they probably got you at the border and collected some duty and taxes on that too, did they?
No, you were allowed quite a bit in those days. I could. I was just telling somebody the story I had way back in 15. My second brother was a graduate engineer from U of T, and he got a job at AV Row. And he was there. He's in that picture of all the people standing around when he lost his job at AV Row. He was just a young crackerjack engineer, and I think he graduated in '59. And he ended up getting a job in Columbus, Ohio, at the Battelle Institute. He eventually got his doctorate and a master's degree in mathematics. And I had bought the Heathkit HR, the new receiver, and put it together. And then they came out with a crystal calibrator. And when I look back now, it was a really stupid situation. And I bought this Heathkit calibrator kit and had it shipped to Columbus, Ohio, and then went to Columbus, Ohio, and brought it back. And when we got to the border, I had an itemized list of what all we spent. I think we could spend $200 in those days or something like that. And on my list, I had Heathkit $9.95 or something like that. That's all I paid for it. And the girl said, "I want to see that Heathkit." I said, "Well, I don't even know where I put it." So we had been over for a 3 or 4 day weekend. So I finally found it in the suitcase, and I showed it to her, and she said, "Fine, thank you." And I put it away, and I had to tear the car apart to find out where I put that little Heathkit. I said, "Why did you question me on the Heathkit? I mean, it's such an insignificant deal." She said, "Well, I never ever heard of a Heathkit for that kind of money. I figured you must have been smuggling something then."
Well, at least she was honest.
Yeah, right. And you must have heard. There used to be a ham at Windsor that he didn't take any BS. Some of the guys was trying to say that one of them went through with a bench grinder and said it's a radio, part of a radio equipment. He said, "Don't tell me that. That's a bench grinder. That's not anything to do with amateur radio."
Yeah, so you might get away with it, 9 times out of 10, but that 10th time is when they really get you.
Anybody out there listening? VE3 Charlie Delta for ONTARS. VE3 Charlie Delta. We got 8 minutes to go here. Any more check-ins for ONTARS? VE3 Charlie Delta. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic, VE3CD. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control station for this morning. VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by. ONTARS looking for check-ins with or without traffic this morning. VE3 Charlie Delta. Counting you, Rob, we've had 9 check-ins this morning, so it's pretty slow. VE3 Charlie Delta looking for check-ins with or without traffic.
VE3 Foxtrot Alpha Sierra.
Good morning. Excuse me. Sorry about that. VE3 FAS, VE3 Charlie Delta. Go ahead.
Yeah, Harold. It's Phil. Phil, just west of Shelburne. We've talked before. As a matter of fact, we talked a few years ago when you were working in Kitchener. I was just remembering connected with RSO, VE3, Boy Kearns, Bravo Zulu Foxtrot. His phonetics call were VE3 bottom zipper fastened. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I don't remember ever hearing that before. Hi, Phil. Yeah, I was DWH in those days, and I was certainly involved in the 3RSO putting the code practice station on the tower there in at Lloyd's Farm. Yeah, so go way back. So very good. A lot of memories there too, and a lot of good pictures and whatnot. And somebody will get that, I hope. Okay, good morning, Phil. Thanks for coming on.
Things happen all at once, don't they? I'm sure you will talk to you again. VE3FAS.
Okay, thanks. Have a good day there, Phil. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. When Lloyd couldn't do the code practice, I'd go over there and with that old teletype machine, I put code practice on. When he was out plowing the fields, you know, and he couldn't make it, he would recruit me to go down there. His place was, I guess, only 10 miles away from here. Hey, 73.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. You know, he drove his car into the hospital in Orangeville, I guess, there, and they finally it was parked. He got out of it, and I don't know whether that's why he passed away or what, but they finally identified what the car was in the parking lot and tracked it down to Lloyd. So that's the part I remember about that. But yep. Yeah, we presented the Amateur of the Year Award to Lloyd at the RSO convention in London after he put that station on the air.
Yeah, I remember. Well, that was a 200-foot tower, wasn't it? I remember one time I got hit by lightning, and I went down there to see what I could do, and the fuse panel in the shack there, those fuses laying all over the place. It blew the whole damn thing off the wall, Glade.
Yeah, okay, I don't remember that, but yeah, for sure, that's for sure. And that created a lot. That tower created a lot of problems and whatnot. Lloyd got an exemption on that as a ham radio tower or whatever, and well, the tower was on his property, but that opened a whole new can of worms that became quite a hassle too. So a lot of details I forgot about, and I miss Lloyd. I know I used to. So I was at the farm there many times. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Yeah, I remember that he was having all sorts of trouble with the county. They wanted him to pay more tax because they thought it was a commercial tower. Hey, 73, we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, Phil, I guess we'll wrap it up here this morning here. Thanks for coming on, and as long as Rob is willing there, I'll be here next Sunday again. So all the best. Enjoy the rest of Mother's Day, and have a good week. Thanks for coming on. Thank everybody that came on this morning and listening. And we need net controllers now to take over from 10 and 11, and then that'll be it for today. So 7-3, thanks everybody that came on, anybody that stood by the net, and all the best from VE3 Charlie Delta. 7-3 to all.
Yeah, we should be good for next week again, Harold. I do have some YLs coming on at 10 o'clock, but we're good from 9 until 10, okay?
Yeah, okay, Roger. Okay, thanks again. Thanks for riding along this morning, and all the best to VE3 Charlie Delta. 7-3.
Yeah, no problem, Harold. 7-3, V3 PCP QRT.